Just made it to T-Bay Services, I think it's called. About halfway, man, my legs are wrecked. Just gonna stretch the legs, have a bite to eat, because it's been like 2.5 hours. I think Scotland's about 5 hours for us, so it's not too far, but oh, I hate driving, it's so boring. And it was so funny coming up on the motorway, like as you got further up north, it was just getting greyer and greyer and greyer and grimmer. Yeah, all right then, I'm gonna get something to eat because I'm starving. Then next stop is Kilmarnock, so catch you guys in a bit. And here we are, we've just landed in Kilmarnock. Hotel's looking okay for a Premier Inn. Never stayed in one of these before, but it looks alright, bed's comfy. But yeah, it wasn't too bad. The drive was about 6 hours on the motorway. I'm just shattered, man. Man, my back's hurting, my knees are creaking, everything's making noises they shouldn't be making. I'm absolutely zonked. I don't get how these truck drivers do it for 8, 9, 10 hours a day. It must be rough, man. Gonna hit the sack, have something to eat, gonna have an iron brew. That was a terrible Scottish accent, but yeah, feels like I need to have an iron brew. Haven't drank any sort of fizzy drinks for 3 months, so might be pretty grim, but when you're in Scotland, it's a rite of passage, so you need to do it. And then tomorrow, Forgotten Worlds, I'm really excited about it. It's gonna be great. I've heard nothing but great things about it, seen some amazing videos, so hopefully my pockets are deep, hopefully my wallet's prepared, because I don't think I'm ready for it. Catch you guys bright and early tomorrow at Forgotten Worlds, so take it easy, guys. So that was Forgotten Worlds, great shop. Been in there for about 2.5 hours, could spend easily another 4 days in there, so much stuff. Picked up some very heavy hitting games, especially one. Yeah, we'll get to that later on, but yeah, I'm buzzing about the pickups, incredible stuff. Yeah, top shop. Highly recommend getting yourself up to Scotland. Beautiful country and a great shop. Oh, a big spender, eh? Next stop is going to be Kilmarnock. I think there's a CEX and a Jellycat shop, so I'm happy, Mrs is happy, so let's go. So, first CEX in Scotland, as you can see, 2 super heavy hitting games on the PlayStation 2 and a cool Fallout 76 Power Armor Edition. Also the first time I've ever seen Dreamcast and PlayStation 1 games on the shop floor in the CEX. Couple of super heavy hitting DS games here. Got the classic Chrono Trigger for £105 and Pokemon Silver without the Poke Walker for £110. So that was Kilmarnock CEX. Obviously anything after Forgotten Worlds is going to seem a bit underwhelming, but did have a game that I needed. Very expensive one for the PlayStation 2, so not too bad. Next stop is going to be Glasgow. I do believe there's a CEX there, so of course going to hit it up. So see you guys in Glasgow. Just made it into Glasgow. It was an interesting drive. Just saw an Amazon driver dump his car on like a dual carriageway. Then a car went past him and clipped his wing mirror. Very funny. But I do believe there's 3 CEXs in Glasgow and about 4 or 5 Jellycat shops, so going to be an interesting hunt. What we're on the hunt for? Tea bags. Jellycat tea bag, yeah, don't ask. And here we see an animal in its natural habitat, hunting for jellycats. Which one you buying? Cute. Jumping into Glasgow CEX, and they've got my beloved Trials in the Sky for the PSP. This is a very uncommon game, so you'll love to see it. Also, a decent selection of some more rarer Xbox 360 games here. And I'm not a Game Boy collector, but can't deny these 2 copies of Donkey Kong Land 2 and 3 for the Game Boy look very, very crispy. Little Tyson, so we've got a Mars, battered Mars bar. Just a Mars bar battered. It's decent, yeah, it's alright. It shouldn't work, but it does. Just en route to the second CEX in Glasgow. City centre's absolutely massive. Partner's gone to get a drink from Tesco, so I'm on my own. Yeah, let's go and take a look. This is going to be one of the smallest PlayStation 3 sections ever. Pretty sad, to be fair. What a sorry state. Like, there's probably literally like 40 games there, if that. Oh man, let's have a look. Echo Night Beyond for the PlayStation 2 looked very interesting, but for £145 I didn't want to take a risk on it. Let's check out some gameplay. So we just made it into the Premier Inn in Glasgow. Oh, shattered though, been an absolutely manic day. Been a great day, but a busy day, and a long day. 2 CEXs in Glasgow, nothing to write home about, nothing there for me on this occasion. We've still got plenty of vouchers, so hopefully we pick something up at the next CEX in Edinburgh. Plan for now is to chill, go out tonight, have something to eat, and then tomorrow Glasgow and then Edinburgh. But yeah, I'm looking down there at my pickups from the amazing Forgotten Worlds, and depending on how I've structured the video, you've either seen it or you will see it coming up. But yeah, I'm so hyped about those pickups. Just an amazing shop. Just a great day, man. But I'm definitely ready for a bit of a chill now, so see you guys in a bit. Just made it into Edinburgh, and I think some people think they're playing Forza, some terrible driving in the city centre. Just making our way to John Lewis for some more Jellycats, and I think there's one CEX, so yeah, plenty to do today. Very nice city, so let's go. After going Jellycat hunting, we finally made it to Edinburgh CEX. Conker's Bad Fur Day, very expensive piece of N64 cardboard here. Bloodborne, the Nightmare Edition, £400, gotta be one of the most expensive collector's editions in the entire CEX ecosystem. A pretty sorry state of affairs for the PlayStation 2. Not a great selection of PlayStation 2 games here in the Edinburgh CEX. Whistle. So that was Edinburgh, a great city, so many things to do. Yesterday we must have walked around 8, 9, 10 miles, just full on tourist mode. Loads of places to eat, great architecture, just a great city to explore. Game hunting, not so much. The CEX was pretty meh, in my opinion. To be fair, all the CEXs in Scotland aren't that great, but it does help, and you've got the biggest retro gaming shop in the whole UK, so there is that. We are currently getting ready to leave Scotland, going to eat breakfast, but then our trip in Scotland has come to an end, but don't you worry, we've still got some fantastic places on the way back. I'm probably going to close out this video here, going to send it to future me to close out the video, so make sure you keep it locked for part 2. Future me, close out the video. Thank you, me from the past. As you saw, Scotland, not the best place in terms of CEX stores. We went to Kilmarnock, Glasgow, Edinburgh, and I believe we went to 5, 6 CEXs, and while the stock in there was pretty decent, nothing there for me on this occasion apart from one pickup. But to be fair, it is very hard to follow the amazing act that was Forgotten Wilds. We picked up some amazing things for the collection. If you haven't seen that great video where we picked up some great things from the amazing Forgotten Wilds, check it out above me. Trust me, you'll absolutely love it. But the pickup that I did get was from Kilmarnock, the first CEX that we went to. And it's a game I've been after for quite a while for the PlayStation 2. And I do believe this finishes off this series now. And that game is Silent Hill 3 for the PlayStation 2. Heather is trapped alone and frightened in a deranged world of terror, filled with eerie noises, bloodstained walls and grotesque creatures lurking in the darkness. What is this place? What had happened? How did she get here? How does she get home? She needs to know the answers, but there is no one left to tell her. She has nothing to do but survive. This game looks absolutely terrifying. I've seen a bit of gameplay for it and it looks brutal. It looks so grotesque and is so minging and disgusting, but in all the right ways. And now I believe I've got every single copy of Silent Hill on the console in my collection. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, Origins, Shattered Memories. I don't believe there were any other Silent Hill games released on console. I think if memory serves me right, there was one released on the PS Vita which I would have had at some point in the past maybe, but who cares about PS Vita, right? But yeah, I'm looking forward to jumping into this, and with October coming up and obviously Halloween, I'm really looking forward to jumping through the backlog of amazing survival horror games I've got on the PlayStation 2. And with me now setting up a retro section, stay tuned for that because I do believe I've got the right configuration in the room now, so we'll get to that on a future video. I'm just looking forward to jumping into some spooky, horror-filled experiences, and I'm going to probably start with Silent Hill 1, then I'll play 3, 4, who knows what else we get to. But this game in nice condition with the manual, and it cost me £80, and for the last year, ever since Silent Hill 2 remake came out, this game has been going up and up and up. I think at one point it was £40, then it was 50, then it was 60, and I just never found it in person until today. So happy days, we can tick that one off the list. And like I said, I now have all of the Silent Hill games for the console, which is amazing. While I am definitely really happy with my Silent Hill 3 pickup, there is a bit of regret, a bit of remorse. So you might have noticed in the footage, I had a copy of Echo Night Beyond on the PlayStation 2, £145, so not cheap. Had a look at some gameplay and didn't really seem like my thing. I didn't really look into it all that much because, to be fair guys, I was knackered. We walked around 10, 15 shops in Edinburgh for Jellycat, so my feet were dead. And for £145, I didn't really want to take a risk on it, so I left it behind, got home, done some research for the video, and I'm like, oh no, this game looks awesome. I believe it's a cult classic, a hidden gem. I don't really like using that word because nothing's really hidden in today's age with the internet, but it's basically a horror-esque game where you play as someone who got married and fly off to the moon on their honeymoon. You get separated from your newly married wife and you have to try and find your wife, and the moon is haunted, there's ghosts, there's weird things going on. And it's actually from Software, the people behind Dark Souls, Bloodborne, Elden Ring, and it just looks like such a super interesting game. Very unique, very PS2 coated, which is awesome. And I'm like, damn it, I should have picked it up because this game is fairly uncommon, fairly rare. I think I've seen one copy out in the wild in person. I think Old School Gaming got a copy. I'm not too sure if the condition was up to scratch, if memory serves me right, but I haven't seen it in CEX since or before. And I'm like, no, So I might need to do a click and collect or a CEX lottery to pick that up and add to the collection, because it definitely looks like something right up my bag. And From Software have got some really interesting games in their back catalogue. Obviously Echo Night Beyond, they also did Kuon, they've got Ninja Blade on the 360. I think a lot of people know them for obviously the Soul games, Bloodborne, Elden Ring, but they did a lot more things before getting into the Dark Souls games. So I think they're a really fascinating company, and let me know in the comments down below if you played Echo Night Beyond. Like I said, it isn't meant to be a 10 out of 10 best game of all time. It's got like 6, 7s out of 10s, but a lot of people say it's got heart, soul. Like I said, a cult classic, so one that I'm really interested in adding to the collection and playing. And ever since I've come back from Scotland, seen the footage, I just can't get off my mind. I'm like, no, I need it in my collection. Just weird, isn't it? You've got 300-400 games in the collection, but you can't get that one game off your mind. It's just strange, isn't it? We're weird as game collectors like that. But now I want to hear from you guys. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought of my Silent Hill 3 pickup. Let me know if you've got any games that you're planning to play during the Halloween festival season. And let me know, what do you think of Scotland CEXs? Have you been there before? Did you enjoy the vlog footage? Did you enjoy us exploring Edinburgh, Glasgow? Let me know down below. And while you're down there, in the comments, if you haven't done so already, smash the like button and subscribe to the Collector's Quest channel for more game hunts, CEX adventures and video game discussions around everything about collecting and video games in general. And make sure you keep it locked to the Collector's Quest channel. Next video is going to be the final part of the trip, the third part. And the reason that I split it up into 3 videos is just to let every video breathe, have a chance of doing well. And I didn't want any video or any part of the video to overshadow Forgotten Worlds or Scotland or the other amazing retro gaming shops we went to. I wanted each retro shop to have its own moment to shine. So that's why I've kind of melted it a bit. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. But yeah, the final part, we went to some amazing retro gaming shops on the way back, and I'm going to use the word again, we picked up some absolute grails, so I can't wait to share them with you guys. Yeah, it's going to be brilliant. And as always, good luck on your game hunts and collecting adventures. Take it easy, YouTube, and I'll catch you in the next one.
Go on then. What's it taste like?
Oh, that'll put some hairs on your chest.